action may be taken on a matter that is not on the postage.
Nothing.
Do you have anything?
He's here for an item.
Okay. All right. Me too for an item. Okay, so comments of the outgoing president, and that would be me. All right. Just a few things to talk about and celebrate. District business from this past year, accomplishments for 2025. We participated in the Olivehurst Christmas parade. I believe there's somewhere between 40 to 50 entries, and it really turned out really well. Established a warning siren policy for the use during natural disasters, and that is something we completed this year. Brett McDonald retired from OPUD after 10 years of service. We have also Plumas Lake opened up its new low-income housing apartments, 48 units. We had 343 permits issued this year, and 474 new residential homes finalized. For the parks, we accepted a newly constructed, how do you say? Thank you, park. So we have that new park, and park development agreement established with Linear and broke ground, began construction on the Deniston Park.
Right.
The pool again was another successful year, another successful season, opening up our pool, which is the only pool in Yuba County, opened up for the public. And our fire department, we created 2 new engineering positions, and we also purchased a new chief's vehicle. Wastewater department, we completed and rehabilitated rehabilitation project for the lift station at River Oaks and Zanes in Plumas Lake. And we have a new operable lift station added to Plumas Lake, lift station 27, River Oaks Apartments lift station. For the water department, we developed and capped well 35. Olivehurst historic steel main replaced approximately 6 miles of new steel pipeline for 60 and added 67 new hydrants, and roughly 600 services have been replaced. Set up a new tower and advanced meter infrastructure and metering project. We connected water intertide for Wheeler Ranch and area to Arboga off Ella Avenue to better serve Wheeler Ranch area and Olivehurst water system as a whole. Another major project, the South County project, we received a $75 million grant for this project, and the project is currently out for bid on phase 1, contract 1. So we've had a very successful year. I'd like to thank personally our ad hoc committees that worked on various matters for the district and the work that we did. If you had not done that, we would not have had those accomplishments. So thank you so much for your influence and touching and making those connections with our partners. It's greatly appreciated. Okay. So we're going to move on to elections. Yeah, got it here. So we're going to look for election of new board president, and I can open up for nominations.
I'll go ahead and nominate Denise. She's vice president.
I'll second that nomination.
Have a first and second. I'd like to close the nominations if there's no other nominations. And I'd like to vote on the candidate.
Director Burbank?
Yes.
Director Grego?
Yes.
Dr. Nelson?
Yes.
Dr. Peralt?
Yes.
Dr. Flo?
Yes.
Motion carries with Director Burbank as our new president.
Awesome.
Please
On this
swap seats.
We sit by
I know I'm moving along.
yeah, get you moved to the girls' side, but here.
Sorry.
I won't get to hassle Flo every day.
That's right.
I get down to it. Yeah, thank you. Okay. Well,
Oh,
please. With our little gimpy one. You want me to do this? You can sit?
Easy, easy on the gimpy.
Y'all know it's true. I'm just glad that it's a little bad. A little bit, it's getting better. Slowly but surely.
All right, take it away.
Okay, so from here we will discuss, we'll do nominations for vice president of the board. We'll open it for nominations.
Who's next on the?
I'll nominate Mary Jane.
I'll second that.
And to like peas and carrots.
Okay, any other nominations? We'll close nominations. Please call roll.
Director Flo?
Yes.
Director Grego? Director Nelson?
Yes.
Director Peralt?
Yes.
Director Burbank?
Yes.
Motion carries all approving.
Okay, 6.3, discuss process for committee assignments.
Current committee assignments are water and sewer. We have Director Grego and Director Flo, fire department and district safety, Director Burbank, Director Nelson, parks and public facilities, Director Burbank, Director Peralt, and Yuba County liaison, Director Burbank and Director Grego. Do we wish to maintain individuals on those standing committees, or do we want to make any changes?
You all liking your committee assignments?
I like my committee.
Me too, I am too.
Okay. Stay the same.
All right. Ad hocs are as follows. Audit, Director Flo and Director Peralt, South County Infrastructure, Director Peralt and Director Grego. Labor participation in various public works ad projects. These are Director Peralt, Director Grego. Pool funding ad hoc is Director Burbank and Director Grego, and fire sphere of influence, Director Burbank and Director Grego.
Okay, everybody happy to stay on their ad hocs as well?
Yes. I haven't been on any stuff. Anybody wants a break, I can, but otherwise I'm okay not. If everybody likes what they're doing. Okay.
Do we want to continue these and sunset next year as typical, or is there any we want to sunset now?
I don't think we need any of those sunset at this point. I think we keep them all.
Okay, so we'll hold on to those.
Okay, 6.5, examine and consider modification to the current committee scheduling process.
So currently, the first Wednesday of the month is water wastewater at 3:30. Does that time work for you?
Yeah.
Do we want it any earlier, or? Okay, okay.
Yeah.
And then fire is at 4. Do we want it any earlier on Thursday, first Thursday, or do we want to move it?
No, I think that one can stay. But the other one,
Parks, do we want it at 4:30 or at 5? What time works best for parks?
I can kind of make 4:30 work if that's better for staff. If,
And just roll.
yeah, as long as you're not worried about the fire committee running over that.
And we can always start a little bit later as long as the agenda is at the 4:30 time, but we can't start any earlier.
Okay.
So move fire or move parks to 4:30.
We can go first.
it's quick, and then we sit here and wait for an hour, so, for the next one, so yes,
Yes.
well staffed, so. Okay, 7th consent agenda. Do we have a motion to approve?
I'm second.
Okay, first.
Hold on.
Whoa, whoa. Okay, we're moving through this stuff.
Okay, Director Flo,
Yes.
Director Griego,
Yes.
Director Nelson, yes, Director Peralt,
Yes.
Director Burbank,
Yes.
motion carries, all approved.
All right, okay, Public Works. Parks, consider approving a vending machine agreement for Bennett's Beverages for a vending machine at Yuba-Sutter Senior Park. Any
So,
public comment?
well, let me give my staff report real quick. We have we had Chad Bennett here with Bennett's Vending. And he has an agreement that he's proposed, has been sent off for review. I'm not waiting for legal to review, but currently it's going to be the 6-month trial period. If it all goes well, there's no issues on either end, it will continue on after we do the review and bring it back. He is going to do a $50 monthly fee in lieu of, paying, PG&E and so forth. So we avoid the gift to public funds plus an additional 5% of any sales revenue.
Okay.
And Parks has given its thumbs up.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
First and second, please call roll.
Does he want to say anything?
No, I just, it's approved like that, yeah.
Okay, you gotta leave it alone then.
Yeah, correct. I'm just here to,
So we'll have it approved subject to legal review.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so Director Flo,
Yes.
Director Grego?
Yeah.
Dr. Nelson?
Yes.
Dr. Pearl?
Which watch do you wear tonight?
Yeah, just nothing special, just perfectly.
Yes.
Okay.
Can I do a picture here?
8.2, consider approving request for bid and bid specifications for the purchase of one mid-size truck F-150 or similar.
Yeah, so this will be for the Parks Department. The Parks Department has an F-150, need for an F-150 to replace an old one or one that's getting outdated that might just be used as a backup. So this is our part of the budget and been on hold, and we finally had the time to get around to get all the bids together and finally go out to release for the Parks F-150.
So this is the one that we've looked at before, and we just put it off because we had other items to do, or?
Yeah, I guess the park, it's been on the budget for the parks, but the timing in terms of whether they knew they needed it, but they were able to hold off, and now they're at the point where they no longer can hold off, and it's, makes sense to go out to bid.
Okay. So I'll move to approve.
I'll second.
Okay, first and second, please call roll.
Dr. Flo,
Yes.
Dr. Grego?
Yes.
Dr. Nelson?
Yes.
Dr. Pearl?
Yes.
Dr. Burbank?
Yes.
Motion carries, all approving.
8.3, consider approving the Rio del Oro Village 17 through Village 20 Parks Development Agreement via Lennar.
So we've been in due diligence working with Lennar on the park. So Village 17 through 20, the subdivision had 309 lots, and they're getting to the point where they're almost done at build out. So usually once all the most of the homes are in, and all the street improvements are in, and all the utilities are in, and everything's operable, you get to the point where we want to get into that park development agreement before all the homes are either closed out or having to hold any final. So we've came up with the current site plan for this 4.5 acres and all the agreements with legal for this subdivision's requirement for their parks. So we're presenting that to you, including the site plan with the cost estimates that include 30% contingency and still within and under they include all our requirements for our park master plan. For example, this one has a soccer field, 2 pickleball courts, cornhole, 88 features, 2 to 5 and 5 to 12 playgrounds. This one is special because of the size of it, and we didn't want to really burden the parks department with all the irrigation costs. This one will have a well site on it. It'll have 2 volleyball grass courts, tables with like chess or options on the table itself. Shade structure with barbecue as well. The one thing is, as we were saying, we've been really working due diligently with Jones' team. So I think there was one minor item that was still needing review. So the motion would be to approve the PDA pending final minor.
I have one question through the chair. You said 88
Yeah,
stuff is in there. Do we have any idea like what that looks like?
mostly it's on the swing sets and play like 1 or 2 play features
It's great.
on both 2 to 5 and 5 to 12.
And pickleball,
Yeah, two pickleball courts.
There we
2 of
go.
them there, so people are going to be thrilled.
Yeah.
So,
Wow. So what's the build up time?
Build out, so the plan is within either February for them to go out to bid. Once they go out to bid, it's gonna be out for a month and a half. By April, they're gonna select who the lowest bidder is, and then we're hoping by May construction begins, and then it'll probably take about maybe 4.5 acres, I would assume. So probably October, November of 27.
Okay, so. And what's the big park size? Okay, so this
Yes. So this park is on the, once you get on, just go,
okay. Comparison.
yeah, it'll be half of that, yes.
Thank you, Swan.
Yep.
Okay, any more comments? Want to call roll?
I'll move to approve,
Thank you.
pending legal review.
I'll move to second. Okay, thank you.
Dr. Clow?
Yes.
Dr. Grego?
Yes.
Director Nelson?
Yes.
Dr. Peralta?
Yes.
Director Burbank?
Yes.
Motion carries, all approving subject to legal review and edits.
Okay, 8.4, consider approving the North Point Village Two Parks Development Agreement, DLNR.
This is also another, park development agreement with the same developer, Lennar, in North Point Village, so this is the other side of the highway. This is two villages themselves that has 212 homes, and Village 1 is complete. And Village 2, there's 97 lots of that, about 65 are complete, so they have about 35 lots. This is in the same region where our current park still is being built, Denniston, so it's the next subdivision just north of that. There'll be another 2.2 acre park. This will also have 2 to 5 and 5 to 12 play features, soccer field. It'll have a exercise area separate. I forgot to mention, Rio Del Oro will also have an exercise area separate as well. They both will. And this will also have a shade structure and barbecue. And this one will be 2.2 acres, so half of the Rio Del Oro one that's being built. So this motion will also have the same contingency pending final legal minor edits for approval.
Questions? I have a couple. Will
Yes.
this one have any special needs kids?
Yes, they will have
as well?
it. Yes.
And I forgot what my second, but the exercise, is it going to be similar on a smaller scale to what's already in the city by Walmart?
It'll be smaller than that, but it won't be like those exact features. It'll have the same concept.
Okay,
Yes,
that's pretty cool.
yes, yep.
I've got a question I meant to ask on the last one. So we're currently redoing our parks.
Yes, so that's
Master plan.
correct.
Do you see any changes to the master plan that these are getting in under the wire?
So-
Is this going to comply with the new master?
Yeah, we've been basing and designing these based on the new requirements. For example, like, we've already started implementing those ADA features, even though our old master plan didn't state that, even though we've already been, I know, making some renovations, but all our new parks, the same as Denniston, that's being built, and these two have that ADA component too. Yes.
And time frame on this one?
Timeframe, so these are gonna be, the bidder Lennar will be bidding these both at the same time. So I'm assuming it's most likely will be the same time period, that they'll be working on the same features on both sides, for the parks. But I won't be surprised if this one gets completed first, because it is half the size.
Perfect. Thank you.
Through the chair. So, Sworn, thanks for that update on that. And every time I see some new improvement in parks, I think about my own park.
Yep.
And I know I missed that meeting. I was
Right.
on vacation when you gave that report.
Right.
But I have to advocate for, Draco Ranch. And, especially with the development on the east side of Highway 70.
Right.
The North Oklahoma City area was in development way before that, whenever it was. And here we are seeing park after park over there, so
Right.
maybe we can put some sign where we can put them up with, because I know that's going to be a question for people that live out there. In
Correct.
fact, I got it today when I was out shopping for Christmas.
Yeah.
When's Draper Ranch going to get their parks?
Right, yeah.
So if you would set some.
Absolutely.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay, we have a motion. I'll move to approve 8.4 North Point Village Two Parks Development pending legal.
I'll second.
Okay, please call roll.
Director Flo?
Yes.
Director Grego?
Yes.
Director Nelson?
Yes.
Director Peralta?
Yes.
Director Burbank?
Yes.
Motion carries, all approving, subject to legal review.
Water wastewater 8.5, receive update on South County infrastructure.
That's with me. We're working on the master finance agreement. That's something that's got a lot of moving parts. I've talked to the ad hoc committee that consists of Director Grego and Director Peralt about that. And it's now involved Joan and her associates. That became apparent this week when we had the management group. They're going to want the attorneys involved because now we're under a time crunch. The state advised us this Monday of this week, that we have until the end of January to have this agreement complete. And if we don't, our grant goes into the next cycle for next year. Basically, we have to start all over again. So we absolutely have to have that agreement done by this January. So again, Joan is involved. She'll contact Andrew. That's the attorney for YWA. And then we're meeting, the management group is meeting weekly for a couple of hours a week to try to get this done. We're all in agreement as far as the allocations go, so it shouldn't be hard. It's just there's so many moving parts. The hard part is going to be on Joan's plate for this, getting this all into words. And I had a long conversation with her today about that, and she's up to the task. So that's all I have on that.
All right, any questions? Okay, 8.6, receive an update on the lift station at River Oaks and Zane on Plumas Lake.
Yeah, so we completed, John had set a goal for making sure that the lift station was up and running before the 30th. The contractors were able to complete that work the day before Thanksgiving, 26. Everything was tested, inspected, and in working condition. Myself and John, a week after that, went on site and did our inspections and looked for surrounding areas to see the effects of smell. We didn't notice anything except for obviously we left the opening open at the bio bed just to notice if it was working, and we clearly did see that it was going through that. It's been covered now, but you can tell that the air is catching it from the lift station and pushing it to the bio bed that we had installed. So that was good for us to see. I've had talked to Bree and local staff that live in the area to drive by, and to my excitement, they've reported back to me that they have not noticed any smells. Myself and our inspector went to local neighbors that were home at the time. We asked their opinion, just that it's been updated in the last 2 weeks, and they have said yes, they have not noticed anything specifically the last couple of weeks to that, and comparatively to like what they were experiencing. For example, they stated in their words that they weren't able to, in some cases, open their windows. So it was good to hear that. The only thing we have left is, so now that all the other contractors completed the inside, yesterday all the brick came in for the outside wall. So essentially the outside walls only the remaining item to do.
That's to surround the bio bed.
Yes.
Great news, and good job getting it done on time.
Through the chair on that, are we permitted to put something about this issue because it's been such a complaint for so long that we're just not doing? Can we put something on our website or even the Facebook page to update how this is going? And
Yes.
Yep.
So Director Nelson, I've asked that I've asked staff that we don't do that. With the intention of seeing, maybe for a couple of months, maybe until, end of January or February, with the intent of seeing if if we get any complaints. My fear is that, you have people out there that just complain and complain and complain and complain. They'll complain about anything. And if we put it out there, even if there is no smell, they're still going to complain about it. And I don't want to get any, I'd rather have some honest feedback on it.
I understand. Yes, sir, John. All right, we'll wait on that.
So if that's the case, who's gonna be, is it Bree that's gonna be doing that, months from now?
We've got several people that are allowed to go on Facebook and in our website. So, there are several people. Bree is one of them. Sherry's another. Cindy's another. So one of them will do that. Yes.
Very good, thank you.
Okay, 8.7, consider approving the master service agreement contract for SCADA.
Yeah, so we have SCADA system implemented and even continuous upgrade part of the Plumas Lake system, water system goods that are currently out. One thing we don't have is a service agreement with a SCADA controlling program. This is making updates to whether it be any bugs or keeping up with current technology and going into the system and making sure it's working. This is kind of outside of our normal IT scope because of the specific controls that is related to the water system. So we went out for 3 quotes for service providers. For SCADA specifically, this is their expertise. We have 3 viable SCADA providers: Advanced Integration and Controls, Primex, and Telstar Controls. They were all had a specific criteria that needed to be met. 1 was their experience and such. 2 was their capability and desires of wanting to do this, and 3 was making sure they met our legal requirement for insurance. 2 out of the 3 could manage or be able to provide the insurance that we required. So that left 2, and then it came down to them both having the same, meeting the minimum criteria and what the hourly rate it would be, and AIC was the lowest rate for a 3-year time period for the contract, and we recommend to the board that they award AIC for the master service agreement contract for SCADA.
Any questions?
I'll make a motion to approve the recommendation.
I'll second.
Okay, first and second, please call roll.
Director Flo,
Yes.
Director Grego,
Yes.
Director Nelson,
Yes.
Director Peralta,
Yes.
Director Irving,
Yes.
motion carries, all approved.
Through the chair, can I go back to South County improvement? John,
Yes, yes.
Wheatland's been out for bid. When does that bid close for the South County infrastructure?
Okay, so are you talking about contract 1?
Yes.
You must be, yeah, because that's the only one that's out to bid, sorry. It closes, it was supposed to close, it's moved by about 2 weeks to middle of February to when it closes. Because they had some difficulties with one of the sections in that, so they moved the date slightly. Ours is still supposed to go out. I think, and Sworn can answer this better because he's doing some review right now as far as the technical specifications, but I think ours is due to go out beginning of February. It was due to go out middle of January, but because he's given like 2 weeks to go through 1,000 pages of review, so that's a lot to review. So it's taken a little longer than anticipated, but we're working through it. It's not going to affect the construction start date.
Okay.
Does that answer your question, Director Grego?
So I guess I'm leading to the next thing, and that is, are they getting the bids that we anticipated that they would?
They're getting the feedback from contractors that they anticipated, definitely. I've had 3 or 4 contact me, and these are big outfits. And then Wheatland's had half a dozen contact them. And then there's a lot of people that have taken plans out. There's almost 20 contractors, large contractors, that have pulled plans for this. So it's a big deal. One of the main reasons why they gave an extra 2 weeks is we put this out right in the middle of the holidays.
Yeah.
That's not ideal. So we want to make sure that we get the best price possible, and that's why they're extending it a little bit. But the questions I had in relation to our project, they were talking about contract 2, which is OPUD's conveyance portion, and they were very interested in that. So they were asking a lot of questions. Is it going to be the same in some aspects? Is it going to be different? What's the estimated cost? When's it coming out? So there's a lot of interest.
Okay, well, that's thank you for that. Was my hopes, is that we see a lot of interest. It makes it more competitive. So thank you.
Word on the street, honestly, word on the street is And I've heard this from many contractor friends that I have in the business, Tykert and McGuire Hester. They've said that there's very few jobs of this size, this particular size out there right now, and it's a job size that they like to do. So they both said that we're going to get very good bids on this.
Very good. Thank you for that information.
Sure.
All right, board committee schedule is all canceled for January.
Correct.
Reports, general manager report.
John, you have anything?
Sorry, nothing this time.
Okay, John, legal counsel report.
Nothing to report, thank you.
Okay, any reports from directors?
I'll just add about the parade. I don't know if anybody else went, but it was awesome. They put on a great parade. I was supposed to judge, and then somebody was in my seat, which was great because it was the first year I actually got to just go enjoy the parade instead of sitting there. So as usual, they did a wonderful job for the community.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited that everybody's like in the nighttime one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Something different after 50+ years, so.
Really good time.
So yeah, they're having a good time with it, and yeah, I've heard they put a major job. With mine, we are at the fairgrounds. We've got almost 500 families we're gonna provide food and gifts for. So we'll be done with it on Saturday and have another successful year and sleep. I think, yes, Tracy always delivers for us too, so if anybody's interested in delivering gifts to needy families, let me know. We could use records. Okay, any correspondence?
None.
And so we will go into closed session, conference with legal counsel, anticipated litigation, initiation of litigation pursuant to paragraph 4 of subdivision D of Government Code Section 94956.91 case. Conference with legal counsel, existing litigation, paragraph 1 of subdivision D of Section 54956.9. Name of case in the matter of Aqueous, thank you. Film forming litigation against DuPont, 3M, Tyco BASF, etc. AFFMDL number 2873. Just with that. With that, we will go into closed session.
Okay.
Yuba-Sutter.Live's local government live streams are presented by Plumas Lake Self-Storage in Plumas Lake, where lifelong local residents are helping other residents keep things safe, providing indoor storage units, outdoor RV and vehicle parking, moving supplies, and Penske truck rentals. Details at plumaslakeselfstorage.com.
Hi, I'm Neil Goforth of Comfort Keepers of Yuba, Sutter, and Nevada counties. Caring for elders or even yourself has challenges. Comfort Keepers of Yuba, Sutter, and Nevada counties can help you address today's issues and plan for tomorrow with in-home and specialized care for you or your family members. Call us at 530-749-8800. Comfort Keepers of Yuba, Sutter, and Nevada counties.
In Yuba County, there's a legendary diner.
Oh, it looks delicious. Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
Where the parking lot tells a story. A story as simple as biscuits and gravy.
The food is good. The prices are wonderful. My dad has so many friends here that come here, and it's my dad and mom have known Mary Jane and her dad before Duke.
Duke's Diner on 7th Avenue, home of legendary chili, holiday pies, and generations of local residents preparing tasty, hearty food for generations of local people. Join Mary Jane and her genial associates as they serve meals you'll come back for. Duke's Diner on 7th Avenue, Olivehurst. This weekend on Yuba-Sutter.Live, Christmas continues. Saturday, December 20th, it's the Sutter Parade of Lights, presented by Comfort Keepers of Yuba-Sutter and Nevada counties. Sunday, December 21st, the 6 p.m. Sutter Parade of Lights replay here on Yuba-Sutter.live. Christmas in Yuba-Sutter continues this weekend on
Yuba-Sutter.live. It's the truth that comes through. Yuba-Sutter.live. It's the truth that comes through.